Greetings, this is Brother Dave Laverty of Yahweh's Newport Assembly. I'm just going over some verses on the right of self-defense. Where is it found in the Bible, and give you some references of the right of self-defense and the right to keep and bear arms and the history of it in the Bible. First, let us turn to Exodus 22, verse 1. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it and sell it, and he have paid 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep, if a thief is found breaking in and is struck so that he dies, the defender is not guilty of bloodshed. So that's where we go to start with on the right of self-defense. From what I understand, that's where our right of self-defense came from. Where does verses that support this concept of self-defense? We would turn to Exodus 17, verses 8 and 9. When came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim, and Moshe said to Israel in Rephidim, Moses said to Joshua, choose men for us to go out and fight with Amalek. Okay, so they didn't wait for Yahweh to protect them. They went out and they tried to protect themselves with Yahweh's help. And then we go to Genesis 14:14, and this is talking about Abraham, or Abram, heard that his brother was taken captive, and he led forth his trained men born in his house, 318, and pursued as far as Dan. And we know from reading the rest of the chapter that he reacquired his goods and his family and his people that were with him. Also in Numbers 1, 2, and 3, the sum of a congregation of the children of Israel by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of the names, every male, by their polls, from 20 years old and upward, that are able to go forth to war in Israel. So this is just more evidence that we're to defend ourselves and organize and go forth with protection with our families and stuff. Deuteronomy 21 through 20, when you go forth to battle against your enemies. Then Proverbs 25:26, as a troubled fountain, corrupted spring, so is the righteous man that gives way before the wicked. So we don't want to give way before the wicked. We want to stand up for the people that are downtrodden, that are being abused, that are being having their property, whatever, taken from the government, taken from them by the government, or anybody else for that matter. And of course that brings us to Proverbs 31:8. Open your mouth for the dumb, and in the cause of all such that are left desolate. 1 Timothy 5:8 tells us, but if any provides not for his own, and especially them of his own household, then he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Some more New Testament verses that infer that we should have arms would be like Luke 22:36 and 38. But now, he that has a purse, let him take it, and likewise a wallet. And he that has none, let him sell his coat and buy a sword. So these are entering into perilous times. I'm trying to get the point across to many people that we deal with within the religious community here, that they should, buy a weapon, that they should become proficient in its use, because with the way the economy's going and the way the world is today, there's a good chance that you're going to need to defend your family, and some people need to rectify that mentality from a biblical point of view. So we're trying to present some material that might help you to make that decision, because I'm afraid there's going to be a lot of people that are needlessly suffering here in a minute because they just weren't rightly dividing the word of truth. They didn't harmonize the Old and the New Testaments, and they came up with this perverted overview of what they should do and what they shouldn't do. So I would encourage you to, if you don't have a gun, to go buy one. I would encourage you, if you do have one, to buy ammunition and to get out to the range and get under some competent tutelage and learn to use it proficiently, because there's a very good chance in the very near future you're going to need to. With that said, Yahweh bless you and keep you, and we'll see you next time on our next 5-minute update. Thank you.